Hey guys, it's the start of the month still. Hopefully I am getting the edit done sooner than I did for last month. But it's time to do a look through of my bullet journal spreads for this month, as I've got a little bit of an interesting theme this time. I don't quite know why I decided this one in some ways, but it just kind of fit, and so let's just go with it. So I decided on a theme of bugs and creepy crawlies and that sort of thing for the July bullet journal spread, mostly on a whim. So we've got an Egyptian scarab beetle here that is very much based on a real thing, like a real ornament that I've seen, and this is meant to be like the tracks in the sand. You can kind of where it's like rubbed its belly against it and created indentations and then some footprints. It doesn't need to all make sense, does it, really? And then we've got I actually really quite like this. So this is a printed out thing of honeycomb, just a honeycomb pattern, but then on the spaces where there's not actual like days, I don't know if you can, yeah, there we go, that's better. So I put some bees, so yeah, the spaces where there would be days but they don't fit in, etc. Then for my goals and commitments, I've done worms. This is based on worms. So the video game Worms, this is 2 pieces of land, this is a bit of ocean that is based on a picture I'd seen of it. I hadn't played Worms in a long time, but it just kind of made sense to do, and so we've got the commitments are underneath a dead worm. I forgot that they had done some gravestones at one point. That was a cool thing to do. And then goals were a living worm who's kind of confused. And then yeah, we've got the goals for the month. And then for the project tracker here, we've got a bunch of ladybirds. If I had been at all interested in being a bit more anatomically correct, I would be doing something different with some of these, but these are just basic ladybirds. They're going to be like, I could have done like individual dots for the right amount, but no, it was going to be too much to try and do that. I quite like where I ended up with it. Then for week 1 is a Digimon week, so we've got Tentomon and Wormmon having a picnic on a blanket, and then the Digimon font at the top. I just really like the idea of this. I was considering doing other iconic bug rookies, but honestly, it was just going to get out of hand if I didn't limit myself more. And yeah, I quite like having the 2 most iconic bugs do that. Then for week 2, I had to do the Very Hungry Caterpillar. So we've got the caterpillar himself. I tried to do the font. I was kind of half falling asleep at this point, so I didn't do a very good job of it. And then we've got, you know, him poking out the different fruits and everything that he eats. This one I had to do a bit of Photoshop to make it work, and then the butterfly at the end is incredibly small. I didn't realise just how badly I'd sized that and scaled it, so it's a thing. Then for week 3, I really like how I did this one in terms of the actual execution and concept, but there's also some bits of it that I'm like, oh god, why did I decide to do that? So we've got a snail, and he has crawled all the way around here, and all the way back here, and that's the dividing lines, and I think that was quite effective in some ways. It is a mess as well, you can kind of see it, but it's a bit of a mess. Then for week 4, I did generic stuff, not generic, miscellaneous stuff. And this was a bit of a hard one to work out. So we've got, this one in particular was the hardest one. I went with Bug from Starship, one of the Star Kid musicals that I had practically forgotten about because it was so long ago. But I was thinking, what bug things are there? And this works. Then we've got Waspinator from Beast Wars. We've got a Spider-Man symbol on his top. We've got the Zerg iconography from StarCraft. We've got the Tick. I haven't watched the stuff from the Tick in ages. We've got the logo for A Bug's Life. We've got a Lego spider piece, because that was the best one I could think of. This is Blue Beetle's logo, I think, if I remember correctly. And then we've got an Umber Hulk from D&D. And then for week 5, I had to do a Yu-Gi-Oh based thing with bug based things, so we've got the best version of the Yu-Gi-Oh logo I could do for this. It's not quite as good as the previous one, I think. We've got some larva moths, which are Weevil's one of his most iconic monsters. He is the bug guy, and we've got his two most iconic cards. So we've got the Perfectly Ultimate Great Moth, and we've got the Insect Queen. They are his most notable ones, and he's actually holding up reasonably well considering I actually did fold him to do this. Then for my Dream Diary, I've got a jar of fireflies was my idea here. I don't know that it reads very effectively, but that was the idea. And then for Nature Log here, this is trying to channel the Kung Fu Panda logo here, but this is what I'd actually seen on Google Images based on I think it's a taijutsu as for the praying mantis style of kung fu, and yeah, I found that, and it's on top of the yang yang taijutsu, but yeah. And then for my media lists, I went with Spelling Bee. So I've done something with this before, but it's been a while, and also it didn't fit in this one in quite as well as the other one did, but yeah, done the Spelling Bee B, and then we've got the Spelling Bee type thing, and I quite like, I think that was quite effective as a way of doing that. And then I had to do a Pokemon reference. Bug is the thing, and this is my favourite bug type Pokemon. It's Dustox. I am one of those weirdos that actually kind of likes it. This is my favourite bug type. It's bug poison. It's not very good, realistically, but I have fond memories of using it in a playthrough, and yeah, it's a nice one. I like it. And I tried very hard to get this poison powder going down here to look okay, and it kind of looks okay, but it really bled through onto the next page. But yeah, it kind of is vaguely effective. You probably can't see it, but there's glitter in the pens I'd used for this, and then I went over it in non-glitter pens as well, just to try and fill it out a bit more. But it looked better in person than on video, I think. So that's what I've done with the July bullet journal spreads. I think that it was an interesting theme to use. As I said, not quite sure why I chose it, but it kind of works. Ish. Let me know in the comments down below what you thought of the spreads. I'd love to know, so tell me down there. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and that you remember to like and share it, and subscribe to my channel. Click on the thumbnails over there to see other videos by me, click on the link in the description down below to join my Discord, and I'll see you guys next time.